Hello my friends, how are you doing today? Welcome, this is Sheree. My channel name is Turquoise Dreaming and I'm so glad you're here. I am again today, I think this is the third video where I'm working on the Better Homes and Gardens new garden book junk journals. So this is the one with the new spine and I now have all of the pages in these. That was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work this week. I worked on it a little bit every day, and today when I'm videoing this video, it is a Saturday, and I did quite a bit of work on it this morning to finish up the pages. So I was able to dig through my papers and find my garden. I have some garden, like vintage garden journals, different types. So I wanted to find those. Anyway, I've got 3 signatures here for this one that has the new spine. They're not sewn in yet, as you can see, but lots of fun, nice, eclectic, practical, and fun, and gardeny, springy type pages in here. Pretty type papers, and there's lots of Franken papers in here. So because this book without the rings, as you can see, is quite full of pages, but it is rather wide, wider than the standard journal that I make anyway. So it's 8 inches wide. So, but that was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed that challenge because I hadn't done that in a while. So that'll get me ready for when I make some Christmas journals next year out of those pretty Christmas Southern Living books that I got. So that was good practice for me to get back in that groove. So I went through my prepared ephemera, and I pulled out all the ephemera I could put that I already have prepared into the journal. So I have 2 nice stacks of ephemera here that I can put in pockets and tuck spots, whatever, glue down, whatever I decide to do with those. But 2 nice stacks here, quite a bit already. So I'm going to put those behind me, and I'm going to show you. I'll show you what I'm going to work on today. So I'm going to put that behind me on my dresser. And then when I was pulling out the, the brown envelopes that I showed you that are in there as pockets, I pulled out this paper bag here. It's very gardeny and pretty. I love the colors. It's very long as an actual sack. It's very kind of strangely long. I don't have any other bags like this, but this was given to me by a thrift shop where I buy things, and then if you want a bag, this was one of their bags that they were recycling. So wasn't that lucky for me that she gave me this pretty one? And these kind of look like little seed packets on here. So what I'm going to do is just use the paper. I'm not going to use it as a paper bag. I'm going to just use the paper as paper because it's such nice. It's kind of like wrapping paper, but maybe a little thicker. So it's not super thick, but it's not super thin. So I want to cut off this top part here where it's kind of a little bit tattered right on the top there. And like I said, I think, I don't know where they got it, but they recycle gift bags and things like that when they give people a bag to take their purchase home in. So, okay, so I cut off the top, and then I'm thinking this bottom is so nice, I would like to use that as a pocket possibly. So I want to try to get this off of here in a good clean way. So let's see what we can do in that regard. I'm going to cut that fold off of that side and fold off of this side and see what I have left. I have the 2 sides, right? The 2 shorter sides. Pretty much over my cold or whatever I had. I just have a little bit of stuff left to go to be completely 100% well, but I'm getting there. So I think the easiest thing to do next would be just to use my scissors to cut right here. Have a nice fun drink here today. nice cold drink to keep my throat moistened. So keep me from trying to cough. I hardly coughed at all yesterday, so every day getting a little bit better. It wasn't like I was terribly sick. It's just kind of like a slight cold that kind of hangs on. It's been hanging on. I've had it for 2 weeks now. Okay, so here's the bottom of the bag. So I still think this would be a nice pocket. I think this is straight here, but something is not. No, it's not straight over here. Okay, so let's even this out. Let me see. Let me turn it this way. I don't think this is even either. So I need to get an even side here. So this is even. I'll cut a little bit off there. And a little bit off this side. Then it won't be wonky anymore. We'll have a nice even pocket. Now I still might need to cut it down, but it looks pretty good. Pretty good. So, yep, there's that part. So let's cut the rest of the paper bag up and see what we have left here. So we have just the top part and then, all of this paper. So to open it up now as a kind of piece of paper, I think I will just cut I think I'm going to cut like right here next to this. See how it has these little kind of like tiles here? And they surround the flowers. I'm going to cut right beside one of those, so it makes sense. I'm not cutting in a flower in half or anything. I'll just cut right there, and then we'll have an open piece of paper, kind of like a big piece of gift wrap. But it was probably, I guess this was probably a gift bag. I've never seen one so long like that. So kind of strange, but I'm glad they gave it to me. So, let's see. Alright, so one single piece of paper now. See, that's a lot of paper. Doesn't it look like gift wrap? Here's the inside. It's brown, kind of a craft color on the inside. So what I got out here, kind of can make like a master board and just glue it all down on paper. So that's what I'm going to do, and then go from there. So I've got, I think because this is not super thin, it's not super thick, but it's not super thin, like I said, I think I can use some art glitter glue. And then I won't have to worry about it, coming up or sewing around it or anything. So I'm going to put some art glitter glue on here. And see, I want to use it sparingly though, just in case it wants to try to decide to, buckle up or anything. I don't want any wrinkles or glue kind of showing through. I know it's not thin where it would show through, I don't want any kind of, I just don't want anything showing through, bubbles or anything, wrinkles, nothing. I just want it to look smooth and pretty, if possible. So we'll see how this turns out on our first try here. And art glitter glue dries fast, so I kind of have to get this down fast. Getting right up to the edges here. Alright. A little bit more. All over. It doesn't give you time to spread it out like this when you do this much at one time. It will dry before I spread it out, so I'm just going to put this down. Corner to corner, side to side, and try to get it on here as evenly as possible. I think I have 4 of these sheets, these craft colored cardstock sheets left. In this particular color. I think I might have another color too, like different shades of craft colored cardstock. But I have the last 4 of this shade out today. So let's see how we do here. Get this all nice and kind of glued down. There are seams and folds in this. Like there's a seam right here I can see. There's a fold right here, so it's not like it's one, flat piece of paper. But I think that's fine. And it works well with the junk journal kind of craft, paper craft. So I'm just going to cut around this. And then I'm going to do that with the rest of this paper. Put it all down on, well, I think I am. Let's see what sizes we have too. Like we're going to have this smaller piece up here. So let's see what this one looks like as we get it cut out here. And then we could cut this up into journal cards and tags or whatever we want, pockets or whatever. Okay, so there's the first one. Let me look at it real quick. See how it is. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine. It looks very pretty. Okay. And so then we have this little piece here. See that? So I'm gonna cut that off. And just deal with that separately from the bigger pieces. So I can see now we're going to be able to get from that little experiment there, we're going to be able to get 2 of these 8.5 by 11 sheets, and then we'll have the smaller pieces left like I just cut off. So let's get some glue on here real quick. And I'm trying to keep track of my pin that I put in the top of my glue here. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more glue down on this one. See what it feels like. The other one feels fine, like it's glued down good. But I kind of would like to see if I can get it to be a little bit more solidly glued feeling. Like that's not going anywhere on the other one. There's plenty of glue for it to be nice and secure. But I still would like to see if I can get it like almost as if I had spread it out. But I didn't because it won't spread. I've tried to spread it out on a big piece like this, and by the time you try to spread it out, it doesn't spread because it's already trying to dry, you know what I mean? It doesn't go anywhere. It just stays right where it is right now. I mean, it might spread a tiny bit, but not all over like you might think. So, let's see. Let me get it right on the edge here. And all the way around, if possible, before this dries. Right to the edge. Like I said, it doesn't really squish to the edge. Okay, there we go. We got it all over. Now let's get this piece down. Let's see, I think I will do it from on the bottom here. It's a little uneven, so I gotta watch what I'm doing. There's pretty flowers on the bottom right here. I mean, there's pretty flowers all over, but there's a lot of leaves up there. So I'm trying to get the flowers. Alright, now let's smooth it out. Kind of like a no fuss, easy, super simple masterboard, right? Without a lot of pieces. It's one big piece. Okay. So that is all glued down. Like I've run my hand over every inch of this, so it's all glued down. Let's see how we did on this side. Let's cut this one out. For some reason I thought I was going to get 4 of these out of here. You never know, right? you kind of, I guess, I thought it was a bigger piece of paper than it was when it was paper bag. I thought it was so big, but now I can see, yeah, I only got 2 8.5 by 11 pieces out of that. But that's plenty. that'll be more than I need for these journals. I'm sure I won't be able to use all of whatever I make in these journals. It would be overkill or too much for the journals, but certainly some of it will go in there. And then with these little pieces, I just want to see kind of what they are as soon as we cut this out. So there's that piece. Let's get rid of these two because I don't need that. I just want to flatten this out one more time and let that dry. So here's this one. You can see all the flowers. Got 6 flowers, 7 flowers, and 3 green leaves there. And this one has 1, 2, kind of a half flower. This must have been either the back or the side of the bag. There's a seam right here. So 2.5 flowers, 1, 2 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green leaves and half a green leaf. So those are really cute. We're going to cut those up. There's the bottom. And then here's what we have left. Pieces that we can do something with. So I'm going to cut this little piece off right here for now. Little flowers. These can even be fussy cut. So I want to see, let me put my pin in my glue and see if I can even this out. Actually, yeah, let's see if we can even this out so I can get a good sense of how much paper is here exactly. This doesn't want to lay down. There's a seam right here, and it's a little bit weird. Like I did not do anything here, but it's kind of almost got a little piece that's not glued right, which I didn't do. You know, it was like that already. So that's kind of weird. Okay. I guess I'll just have to kind of ignore it and just cut where I need to cut. Okay, kind of just flatten it out, even though it doesn't want to flatten out right there, where that piece is kind of glued. Weird. Okay, so I'm trying to get a straight cut here. Okay, there we go. It's not as straight as I would like it. This side looks pretty straight. This side is a little, I'm going to cut right next to these little tiles. I'm going to call them tiles. I've been calling them tiles. It's a good guideline to cut by. Get a straight line, I think. And then this one over here, again right next to the tiles. And then the top is, this is okay. And this is the piece I just cut that I said, I'm not really liking that. Needs a little bit more work. And that little, it's like a pleat. That little pleat is making it difficult to get a straight cut over here. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to try anyway. I don't give up easy. I do not give up easily, do I? You've probably seen me struggle with things before. I just keep on trying until I get it. Alright. I almost had it there. Okay. I'm trying to line up a spot here. Okay. That is lined up down here. And I think this is lined up down here. I just got to keep it from moving until I get it cut. Okay. I'm going to press down on here. Alright, let's see if that did it. Yeah, that's that's better. Still not perfect, but better. Alright, so yeah, since this is not made perfectly, it makes it difficult for me to, I'm going to pull on it and see what happens. That little pleated area right there, it's making a little tear. So I might just end up fudgy cutting some of these on this particular page So if I wanted to do that, how would I do it? I would just, let's see, the part that is messed up is right here. It's right there. So I'm going to cut this and see if that releases the gridlock of that pleat. Okay, you see now this is all flat. Okay, so that's good. See, the pleat is right there. So then I have cut this off. This is the part with the pleat, and this is just half flowers anyway. So the pleat's right there that was messing me up. So that's gone. So now we have this. That's much better. That's more usable. Let's cut this even above these little tiles right here. Alright, so that looks nice. Maybe I won't fussy cut it because I like that. And then this one, let's do the same thing. Cut it right above the tiles. Okay, now it's usable. Okay, I like it, I like it. There's a little piece that we don't need from when the bag was put together, and so we have those two pieces, and then we have this other long piece. This one doesn't have any type of pleat in it, and it has pretty much 4 full flowers and leaves pieces. It does have, let's see, this little bit kind of going below the tiles here that I don't need. I'm just seeing if there's a way I can glue this down, the rest of these pieces down onto some cardstock. So I want to get what I want to glue down cut out so I don't waste trying to glue pieces down that I don't need or can't use, you know what I mean, or don't want to use. Okay, so we got all of that, and this. And this one just has a little bit cut off right there for some, that was, I don't know what that was, but this has a little piece on the back here that's folded over. Let's see what that is. Yeah, I can fold that out when I'm gluing it down. I think that I would like to cut off this piece right here though, just to have it not be weird. Okay, so let's see. Like I said, I used 4 pieces now, and we have the pocket too. So if I was going to use this as a pocket, I would actually want to glue it down onto something to stabilize the back, because the back is like this, you know, from the bottom of the paper bag when you put the paper bag together. And so if you put this down as a pocket, this inside kind of layers here might get in the way of, and it probably would get in the way of something. So let's glue this down. Let's glue all these pieces down. And this will be a nice sturdy pocket, and I can still cut it down if it's too wide or whatever. Or maybe it could even be a belly band, you know. It could be a belly band somewhere. So we'll see. It could be an inside pocket going lengthwise. It could be across the bottom, you know. It could be a side tuck spot. Going on the side, it could even be an upper tuck spot or a pocket. Up tuck. So one of the journals will probably have this in it, because I only have one of those bags. But I can always make another one out of the pieces that we are gluing down. So now that piece is nice and sturdy there on the inside. And let's see, I think I need a little bit more right here. I can see it's not, oh, that's part of the bag that's kind of layered. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Glue all that down. I don't want that to be in the way of anything or get caught on anything and end up ripping, or I don't want it to be a tuck spot or anything. It would just be kind of, I mean, it would be alright, but I'd rather have better tuck spots than that. I'm going to make a tuck spot. That's not my ideal tuck spot. So this way on the outside, none of this will be in the way of anything. And it's extra thick there. You know, you got kind of 2 layers of paper in those spots. So is this something here? Oh, this is another piece of the bag layer. Little tab here on the bottom. It has the number 1 on it. Yeah, there are some numbers on these little, kind of what I said look like seat packets, these little squares. There's some words and some numbers too, besides the flowers and the leaves. Like this says ivy right there, and then there's a number 4. Here's another piece. So this is all layers that were on that bottom part of the paper bag. And here's another layer up in here. So many folds and layers there. I think we got them all now. I don't think there's any more loose pieces. Oh, nope, I see another one. And a little bit right there. Alright, there. Now, let's see what else we can get glued down on here. We can get this piece, not that piece. This piece, these 2 pieces we can get on here. Alright, let's do it. All these little pieces will get on this one. So this is kind of making ephemera today, spring garden ephemera, and for our garden journals, our spring garden journals, and craft with me. So, and I hope this gives you some ideas for like even your paper bags. If you have some paper bags, pretty paper bags, you can cut them up. You don't have to use them for bags. You can use the paper, the actual paper. Because I didn't plan on using this. I actually planned, like I said, I was looking for paper bags that I could use for pockets. And I found that envelope, that brown envelope, and it was so perfect, I thought, for a garden journal and for these nice big, you know, kind of larger, a little bit larger. They're not huge or anything, but they're not small. So I thought, and they fit in here perfectly. Like I didn't have to reconfigure them really at all. I just cut one in half for the binder, for the ring binder journal. If you didn't see that video, I think I showed it to you in one of the videos. And so yeah, they worked out so perfectly and fit in there. I was like, oh my goodness, this is perfect. So I decided not to use this bag for a pocket, but it was so pretty. I thought I'd like to make some ephemera out of it. So that is what we're doing today. So I hope everyone will see it. You'll probably see this video on Tuesday. On a Tuesday of next week. I'm doing it on the Saturday before the Tuesday. And so I hope you all had a nice weekend and a nice Valentine's Day. I know some people say they don't like Valentine's Day, but they're Valentine's Day Scrooges, right? I mean, I like it. I have to like it because I was born on Valentine's. I was born on Valentine's Day, so I think anybody that was born on Valentine's Day has to like Valentine's Day. And I always did like it, even though, like, you know, when I remember being in like 8th grade and some of the girls getting big candy hearts from boys and stuff, and I didn't get one. And it was like kind of disappointing. I mean, I think I cared a little bit, but I didn't have a boyfriend. I was too young. I mean, I don't know who was getting these hearts, but I was kind of young to have a boyfriend anyway, so. All right, I'm going to cut these out real quick. But anyway, I still liked it no matter what, whether I got a candy heart from a boy or not, right? I still liked Valentine's Day. Because it was my birthday, for one thing, and, you know, I was probably having a party or having friends over. You know, I always wanted to do something, like have my friends come over and have a slumber party, my girlfriends. You know how it is when you're a teenager. That was always fun. Except for one time I had a big, not a big slumber party, but I had a couple of good, really good, or a few really good friends coming over for a little slumber party on my birthday, and I got chicken pox. It was horrible. Chicken pox on my birthday. I couldn't go to school on my birthday. I couldn't have my party, my friends over. They felt really bad. They were like, oh, we're so sorry you're sick. And they brought me presents later and stuff. They were like, felt bad that I couldn't have my party, but it was all right. It all worked out. It all worked out in the end, but it was, I'll never forget. I had chicken pox on my birthday. It was like when I was like, how old was I? I think I was like 14. I wasn't little. I wasn't like a little girl. I was definitely a teenager. I don't think I was 16 yet, though. Could have been my 16th, but I think it was my 14th birthday when I had chicken pox. There's a little groove here I'm trying to get this glue in. It's like, Sheree, you can do that off video. I know, I'm just like pretending, acting like y'all are right here in the craft room with me and we're just crafting together. Just doing whatever I need to do, right? Okay. Alright, so yeah, my family is having my birthday party. Speaking of my birthday party my family is having for me. We always get together on Saturday, so it's not like, you know, we would be getting together today, even if it wasn't my birthday. But I'm sure it's at my older son's house. And my daughter-in-law is super crafty, and I'm sure she's going to have lots of Valentine decorations up, and maybe birthday decorations too. So, and then we always have fun, of course, when we get together, play games, and have a nice meal and all that stuff. So, it's going to be fun. I love these cut out like that. That is really cool. I may be rounding the corners and adding something on the top. We'll see. A little bit of cardstock showing there at the top. Need to cut off. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. A little party over at my older son's house. And that's it. Oh, I had a little party at work yesterday. They always get cupcakes for whoever's birthday it is, and it's really yummy cupcakes from a yummy bakery that's nearby. So we had those. They get different flavors, and the last couple times they got the same flavors, and one of the flavors they get is lemon, and I always get one of the lemon ones. They're so good. And so I got a little lemon cupcake. Was it a Buntellini? It might have been a Buntellini. If you have, what's it called? The Bundt Cake Bakery shop. You know, they make the, I can't think of it right now, but they make the little bundt cakes where they decorate them and all that real pretty. And they make little bundt cake cupcakes, and then they make the little, even smaller cupcakes that are called, I think they're called Buntellinis. Now, that's the latest thing, I guess, the smaller cupcakes, too. In case you don't want the bigger cupcakes. Buntellinis, so that's what we had. Buntellini cupcakes. I had a lemon one. And the girls I work with, they don't usually do this, but I said when it was somebody's birthday in January, I said, I want pizza on my birthday, and I'm going to buy pizza on my birthday so we could all have pizza, because the office doesn't, you know, buy lunch for everybody on their birthday, just the cupcakes. So I was like, I'm going to buy pizza on my birthday, and I announced it at the last birthday party at work. And so I was going to do that, but then the other girls, they wanted to get lunch anyway, so they're like, let's get pizza, and Sheree, you don't have to contribute because it's your birthday. So I got my pizza, I got my cake, and I got to eat it too, right? So I got some, and it was a really good pizza too from a really good pizza place. I'm not picky. I'll eat just about any pizza, but when it's good, you know it's good when it's good. It was good. So, all right. So there's 3 pieces that we cut out of the kind of pieced one, and then we have this other piece right here. Yeah. So is that all that happened at work? yeah, pizza and Bantolini's. So yeah, that's exciting to my birthday so far. Oh, I got a present in the mail from my good friend Maria. I love that song, Maria. Maria, you know, I'm sure everybody sings it to you. Like everybody sings me the Sheree song. I'm sure everybody sings you the Maria song. But yep, they can't help themselves. But and it's fine. I like the Sheree song. But nobody sang it yesterday. I'm surprised. My boss once in a while he'll come out with the Sheree song and start singing it. He's like, "Do you like that song?" I'm not sure. I like it. But yeah, Maria sent me a gift. My good friend Maria sent me a gift, and I will share it with you in a video at some point. We usually exchange birthday gifts. We don't really exchange Christmas gifts. We do birthdays. Her birthday's in January. And I sent her something. I don't know. Yeah, I know what it was, but something I know she wanted. And then she sent me something that I guess she knew I wanted it. Because she sent me just exactly what I wanted. Because I was thinking if she sent me anything, I was hoping she would send this to me, and she did. And I will be very excited to share with you. So look forward to that. It's really good. I mean, it's crazy awesome, and you will be amazed. I'm amazed. I saw it on. I've seen it on her videos, and so if you want a clue, go look at Maria's channel. If you can figure out what I got, you can look at her channel. Try to figure out what she sent me. And she's Maria's Miscellany, and I will link it. And I say it that way because that's how she says it. So one time somebody tried to correct me that I was saying it Miscellany wrong. But yeah, that's the way she said it in the very beginning. And she thought about changing it to say it the correct way. And I was like, no. And she was like, no, I can't. I think she was like, no, I can't. And I was like, no, you can't. I can't say it the other way. All you can say is Maria's Miscellany now. But yeah, it's her channel. She can pronounce her name any way she wants. So anyway, I'll link her channel below. You can go over there and watch some of her videos and see if you can figure out what she sent me. I bet you could. I bet you could. Because you'll be like, the same as me. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. And I've never had, this is the first time I've had any of it in my hands, and it's even more amazing in person. So, alright, so here's this last kind of miscellaneous piece. But yeah, she sent me two things. So, I know one you won't be able to guess. But one, if you go and watch some of her videos, you might, if you see it, you'll be like, ah, that's what, I bet that's what Maria sent to Sheree. Yep. Yep. If you do go watch her videos and you think you figured it out, put a comment. Put a comment. I want to see, like, if you really, if you have time. Put a comment down below, and I'll tell you if you're right. That'd be funny if somebody really got it right. Okay, that's not going to fit on there. But we've got this big piece. What happened here? I didn't put any glue down here. I I ended the glue where I thought maybe the cardstock was going to end, because I didn't want to put too much glue on here as far as, having glue on a piece out here. But, yeah, but this piece apparently did make it onto the cardstock, so we need to add some glue there. Okay, I'm not having any problem with like glue showing through or anything like that. Just feels nice and solid. So, yeah, it's actually going over the edge a little bit of the cardstock there. So, let's, did I use all my cardstock? Yeah, I used all 4 pieces. I said I got 4 pieces, so this is the only piece left I have with nothing on it, right? Oh no, I have this piece too. So I'll get something else for those later. After the video, we won't mess with that right now, but let's cut this off. I kind of don't want to cut it all up, because I want to see what I want to use it for. Is, you know, like what if I want to make a big journaling card, or, you know, want to make some more pockets. Like I have that one bottom of the paper bag. I mean, I could make another, I could make a belly band with this, or a pocket with this piece. So I'm going to leave this piece whole. And then we have these. And we have the big 8.5 by 11s now, too, that we can cut up. So let's kind of cut these up a little bit. Let's just cut up, this one, the one with the pleat. It's glued down now, but see the half flowers and stuff? And this has all whole flowers. So let's cut this one up first. And we will make some, let's make some journaling cards. Let's cut it with journaling cards in mind on this one. Maybe this whole piece. So we're going to cut, you know, I almost, well, yeah. Let's just, it's kind of hard, but I think I'm going to cut this flower in half and just make 2 squares here. And then let's round the corners. Gotta get some glue off my fingers. I got my heater on in here, if you hear the little whirring wind of the blowing space heater in the background. It was a little chilly in here when I got home. I went to the thrift store this morning. Yes, I did. I didn't buy any craft stuff though. I went to look for, I have something in mind that I'm looking for. But I think you know, you kind of have to be flexible when you shop at a thrift store. And I had such good luck shopping for my clothes that I needed for my cruise. I mean, they worked out perfectly. They don't look outdated or anything. You know what I mean? If you look and you style your clothes properly, or not properly, but, you know, put them with things that they go with, they don't look out of date or out of style, or, you know, you don't buy real out of style things. Anyway, you can find current styles, or even if it's an older style and you like it, it doesn't matter. If it's vintage and you like it, it doesn't matter what date it's, what decade it's from. You know what I mean? You know, everybody should do their thing. I have a niece that's like 29, 30 years. She's 29. Yeah, is she 30 yet? Yeah, no, I think she's 29. She's not 30 yet. And she wears all vintage. Pretty much all her clothes are vintage. She just loves vintage clothes. She wears vintage, like long vintage dresses, and maxi dresses that used to be in style like in the 70s, or just whatever, little vests and just little pieces that she puts together and styles them, and she looks like cute as a button in them, right? You know what I mean? She's beautiful in them. So I say do your thing. But I want to wear these things to work, and but if I like it, like today I bought this. It jumped right out of the. It was hanging on a hanger on and with the clothes. But it was, I was looking at sweaters, right? But this flowery shirt jumped out at me because it had retro flowers. It was such a 70s flower. It was amazing. And it was a shirt, long sleeve shirt, that zipped up the front. So, you put it on, it zips up all the way up the front, all the way, you can take it all the way off with the zipper. Long sleeve, retro, these little retro flowers all over it. I think it has a navy blue background, so the flowers are like pink and yellow and green or something like that, little flowers. And retro flowers, and I went to try it on and didn't even realize I put it on. It was so soft inside. It was like not fleece, but kind of like fleece. Really super soft. I was like, man, this is so soft and warm, and it's so cute, and it fits. And so, yeah, I went in there for a burgundy blazer and I came out with a retro flowers zip-up shirt. Do your thing, I'm telling you. So then I was like, oh, I want some more retro flowers. Are there any more in here? So I had a lot of fun this morning. No crafty stuff. I did pick up some crafty stuff, then I put it down because I was like, you know what? I really don't need this. You know, I got enough of this type of thing. And I put them down because, yeah, I'm trying not to buy craft stuff. But I felt like I needed a blazer for work, and so I got retro flowers. Now I did get 3 blazers too, and one was only 99 cents. Today was white tag day. White tags were 99 cents, and one of them, a cute little blazer, was 99 cents. So you can't beat that. Yeah, you know, same thing would have been $35, $45 on Amazon. So, yeah. So yeah, after I got my cruise clothes at the thrift store, I was like, that kind of encouraged me because I hadn't been. I used to buy all, you know, everything at the thrift store, and I hadn't been in a while shopping for clothes at the thrift store. And then when I had that really good streak of luck buying some shorts and cute little tops for my cruise, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to go back. And now, you know, I have something in mind. I had something in mind. I did find a burgundy blazer, and it was my size and everything, but I don't know. It fit in the bottom half. The top half was too big, which is unusual for me. Usually it's the opposite, kind of. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, it was just too wide in the shoulders. I just couldn't deal with it. It's like, you know, I was like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I was like, it's the right color. I could get away with it, and it pretty much fits, but I just didn't like it, so I didn't get it. Anyway, stop talking, Sheree, and craft. Good grief. Okay, I'm gonna leave that hole. Oh, we're cutting this up. Okay, let's round the corners. I am not paying attention at all. Stop talking. Okay, no more talking. I'm gonna concentrate. Is that what it is? I keep finding pieces that I need to glue down and forgetting what I'm doing. I don't know why. This must be the pleat that we had. And it's got a layer here that I need to... Well, what happens if I set my pin out? I get a glob of glue. This is a white pin, and it has... I get a glob of glue on the end, too. Sometimes it looks just like that pin. Anyway, yeah, cute little blazers. So fun. One was 99 cents, and the other 2 were $3.99 each. Can't be that right. And a little retro flower shirt wasn't very much either. But it was like brand new. I mean, they all were. They are all like brand new and super cute. And a nice quality, nice brand names, you know. Alright, I think everything's glued down now. Let me try to... It's wet glue, so we'll see how this does. Ah, still cut it. Yeah, so, you know, you can't beat that. Can't beat it. And my size, you know, my size is I think an average size. Actually, I think that's why I hardly ever find my size. Because it is kind of an average size, and it's like, I think there must be a lot of people my size, because I don't find my size a whole heck of a lot. Okay, so this one, I don't like this right here. And I hate to waste any, but I'm going to cut that off. A little extra piece beside the tiles. And then I kind of would like more journaling cards. So, I'm trying to see how I want to do this. This piece might be better for, let's see. I think I'm going to make a I'm going with what I can best use the piece for. The shape that I have here. A pocket and 2 tags. Or they could be journaling cards. So just be like tag-shaped journaling cards. Okay, so So I'm going to save this as a pocket too. So we've got 2 pockets now already. And I still have this one I can do things with. So we won't do this one today either. Let's just make these into tags. So scissors, and I have some rickrack I was thinking about putting on one of these, or all of these. So let's see what these look like as a tag shaped, just the way they are. Do I like them like this? Because the tiles are smaller here because I cut it apart right there. Well, what I can do to kind of disguise that is use some of my rickrack. So I've got a piece here that was kind of a scrap. So I might just put that right there. And I can put another piece over here. And to glue this down, I just used my Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to bring my little glue pad over here so I don't get glue all over my table here. Alrighty. Yeah, I stopped talking, didn't I? For the first time during this video. I'm not a talker either, so it's a wonder I do so much talking on these videos. I'm the quiet one in my family. I put too much glue on here. Okay, so this is the rickrack that I'm using on I used on the outside of the journals. The covers. Let me get my scissors, sharp scissors. And this was a piece I cut off. That was a scrap. Here, I've got another little scrap now. Put it right there. Let's see if I have something to put that on. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see, now I've got glue on here. Let's see if I can put this on something. This is a pocket. I said this is going to be a pocket. So not that. I don't think I have anything to put it on right now. I'm going to have to just put it to the side. And then I have another, I had cut this by mistake, an extra piece. So let me cut the piece I need so I don't put too much glue on it. I went to a second thrift store too this morning to look for my actual blazer that I was going for. None of the blazers I got were burgundy. I got a kind of a grayish one. It's not solid gray though, it's kind of that light gray plaid that you might see in a suit. So that was one. And then the other one was, the other two were, gosh, I can't think of what they were. But really cute though. None of them were burgundy though. Alright, so there's another little piece of rickrack on that one. That fills out that, it just kind of disguises that the tiles are smaller on this side. Okay, we got 2. Cute. And then, what else? I have this one. I'm going to leave this one. I like that tiles are pretty even here. Well, that little piece might fit on this one. Maybe down here. Still got, well, still got glue on it, but the glue is dried quite a bit. I'm going to put this one down here though. And this is upright. We've got a word right here, chrysanthemum. Okay. 2. I don't think I'm going to round the corners. I like these squared off right here. They look like they belong that way. This one, this could be a tall, this could be a belly band. This is going to be a belly band. I don't know where it's going to end up, but I still would like to put a piece of rickrack over here. So let me grab my rickrack. got it right here. The hardest thing is to find an end piece. This is what's holding it together. I didn't tie it that way. The company that I got it from tied it like that. So anyway, here's another end that I apparently was working from. So let's cut a piece here. So let's say this is going to be a belly band. So we've got 2 pockets, a tag, 2 tags. We made 2 tags, 2 pockets. Where's my pocket? 1 pocket, 2 pocket. And this will be a belly band. This can be a journal tag / tag. And this can be a belly band. I'm going to need another belly band. Oh, we got a journaling card. Okay. So I'm going to go look for, I've got all the ephemera. I might go ahead and put that in the pockets, even though I guess I could go ahead and sew in the signatures of that one. But I want to put a belly band in first because I probably want to sew in the belly band. So I'll put the belly bands in before I sew the signatures. I think that's the last thing I would like to put some of this rickrack actually on some of the pages. Maybe some green rickrack too. Like green and yellow, that'd be pretty, like in a spring themed kind of garden journal. Green and yellow. There we go. That is cute. That will look cute as a belly band. Okay, so let's see what we have. We didn't cut up the other 8.5 by 11. We've made something out of all of these pieces. Here's the pieces we didn't put down on cardstock yet. And then here is, oh, here's another, well, we made more than I thought we did. Here's another journal card. So this one, let's go ahead and make another belly band out of this one. And this one just happened to be this length, like I didn't measure it to be this length. I just said, this is what we have left, let's make it into a belly band. Let's see how it's going to fit. Now this one might have bigger pages because, or it does have bigger pages because it's the signatures that I'll sew in. But just say we wanted to put it, we could put it, let me see, I want to see if we want to put it on one of these divider pages. Those both have something on them. Here's the next, okay, this one doesn't have anything on it yet. So it could go in there. It doesn't have to go from top to bottom. It can go right there, and I can sew it there, and there's your belly band, right? Or something like this could go on the side. Okay, so I will find a, let's look at the other one real quick. Like I said, these pages are a little bit bigger. Let's see how this would fit in the other journal, because I think the pages are the same length. I mean, that would only make sense, right? It only makes sense because it's the same length covers. This is the difference in the pages, the width. So I don't think, unless there's a page in here that's this size, which there probably is if I look, but I would like to put this on a nice, like a cardstock page, which of course the dividers are cardstock. So let's see, this is it's almost cardstock, it's not though. See, these pages are going to be the same length. Let's see, this is it's still going to be the same length. So, yeah. I just don't see anything that's shorter out. I tried to make them pretty much full length so that whoever gets this journal will have the whole, as much room as possible to do what they want in both of these journals. So anyway, I think though, I would like to cut, since this one I didn't have a choice, I just used what we had left. So, but this one I do have a choice, so I can make this one. Let's see how it would come out though. See, that's the problem. I'd have to cut a flower in half. Okay, so I still would like it to have 3 flowers, 3 full squares, and 4 squares is too big. So I think it's going to be the same. It's going to end up the same. So I won't do that on video. You've seen it. You see me do it. What I might do is cut. Here's what I might do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you right now what I'm going to do. What I will do is cut this right here so that this column has the full tiles on each side. Alright. So whatever I do with this, I might make these into little drilling cards. Like make 4 little drilling cards that cut the tiles here in half. And make 4 little drilling cards out of something like that. And then this one can be the belly band. So I would cut it this pretty much the same as the other one, because I want 3 full tiles, 3 full squares. So it could be a little bit longer. No. If I cut it here, this one won't have any tiles. So if I cut it there, this one will have tiles and tiles. The reasons we do things, right? So I don't want this one to have no tiles. So, and there we go. That's cute. It'll go like this. And it's the same size as this one. So, there you go. That's my reasoning behind cutting them that way. Because I needed to have 3 full flowers. I don't want to cut a flower in half. Alright, so we made a lot. I'm going to add rickrack to this belly band too. So it will be like that one. We got 2 belly bands. And here's the other full. I could even use this as a page. I have enough pages, but if you wanted to, you could use something like a page. It'll be a little difficult. This is pretty thick cardstock. I mean, this is really almost like cardboard, but it's not cardboard. It's cardstock. I got it in a package of cardstock, so it's cardstock. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Belly bands, tag, journal card, pocket. I forgot what it was there for a second. Like, what is that? That's the bottom of our paper bag. 2 belly bands. The other pocket, smaller. Tag, and little. Oh, let's round the corners on this one. So if the other one I said I might cut little squares into journal cards. Here we go. This is what they will look like, something like this. Get that corner cut. There we go. Cute. These could be little corner tucks too. Little corner tucks. And we could add a little piece of rickrack on anywhere on here, but that side, this side, top, bottom. I kind of like it like it is though. I don't think I'm going to add any rickrack on that one. Let me show you what I found before we go. In one of the journals, I'm going to add these to the ephemera piles that I showed you at the beginning. I showed you 2 ephemera piles, and these I found somebody's notes inside one of those binders, one of these garden binders, and it's their notes about their garden or flowers or whatever. So, or maybe notes about the actual book and what page maybe things were on. I'm not sure what the numbers mean, but let me actually read. Pink apricot, Mr. Lincoln crimson, peace, Tiffany, lady pale lavender. It's just on here, it says Chrysler Imperial. I guess maybe that's a rose or something. It almost sounded like a car. I was like, what? Chrysler Imperial. But I think that maybe some type of flower like a rose or something. Anyway, so, oh, it says roses right here. Look at that. It is a rose. I was right. Huh. Okay, so anyway, this is some like vintage note paper. The little telephone here. I'm going to put 2 of these pieces in each journal. And on the back, some more gardening notes. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, all the notes about that. Deficiency symptoms. Nice handwriting here that this lady had. I assume it was a lady. That one, and then more deficiency symptoms, magnesium, sulfur, iron on that one. More on the back of this one. Terrariums, foundation mix plants for terrariums. All these notes. And then this one is some names of plants. Princess pine, temperature range 50 to 85. And then there's one blank one. So 2 of each of these will go in the journals. Just want to let you know, I thought that was pretty cool that those are in there. And I was thinking about making journal cards with them, but I thought that somebody might actually like to do whatever they want to do with these. So that's why I'm going to keep them as they are and just put them in some pockets, and somebody will get these. Whoever gets the journals will get these. So thank you for watching today. Hope you enjoyed this little craft time, and stay tuned for the next steps. There may be more ephemera made, I'm not sure, but there will be some decorating of the pages too after I get the pages sewn in. So stay tuned. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.